Is this the series finale? It's your boy AJ back with another freaking video, and today I'm here with a P-Valley review. I don't know, recap, commentary, I don't know what you want to call it, child, but we are here to talk about P-Valley. I do talk about P-Valley very often on my channel, but P-Valley never gets its full entire video. But this season or series, I don't even know, we finna really spill it, child. Finale it had to bring me to this camera. It brought me to the camera and said, okay girl, you ain't talked about the whole season, but let's talk about this. But today I'm here to talk about P-Valley. So the first thing on my list is I want to know y'all's opinion. When I was sitting down watching P-Valley this last episode, and actually throughout the whole season, I've been getting this our last one vibe. And then Starz has yet to come out and announce that they were renewing P-Valley for a season 3. Because you remember when season 1 happened, I think they got through like 3 episodes. And then Starz was like, okay, we're renewing. We got through a whole season and there was nothing talked about renewed at all. And the way they ended this episode, there needs to be some motherfucking renewing, bitch. I did not take notes during the episode because this is not like one of my baddest reviews. I was just sitting there watching it, and after the episode happened, I sat there for like 5 or 10 minutes and thought about everything that happened and jotted down what I could remember in my notes. So the first thing I have on my notes that I want to talk about is Miss Mississippi, child. Miss Mississippi, she is so fine. She is so fine, honey. But as you guys know, she's been in this toxic relationship for 2 seasons now with this horrible white man, child. And he's abusing her, he's abusing the kids, he's abusing the whole, everybody's getting abused. But once he started to abuse the kids, you know, Mississippi said, okay, you know, I gotta go, I can't have this. And she worked side by side with Autumn to figure out how could she leave this horrible, narcissistic white man, child. So they get this grand old scheme, they get everything figured out. Mississippi has this last dance, and during the last dance, she has her kids over at her sister's house. Okay. So Mississippi, she gets the money, honey. This car is full of money, and she's pushing it on the way. She's going to pick up her kids from her sister's house, and then they're going to make a run for it because she has all this money. She has the grand elaborate scheme. I just knew because after she had left Lil Murder, I was like, I said something's sitting in my spirit. I said it wouldn't be Starz, it wouldn't be P-Valley if she just go pick up them kids without any tussle, without any problem, without any commotion. It just would not be P-Valley. Girl, tell me why. She got to her sister's house and her sister talking about some, oh, I seen the child, and I immediately had to call. I can't think of that white man's name. I had to call your husband and tell him how beautiful the kids are. Bitch, what? Bitch, what? So, Mississippi's younger sister is on the stairs kind of looking like shook. Like, Mississippi younger sister, first of all, bitch, fuck both of y'all. Fuck the older bitch and the younger bitch, especially the young bitch, because even if Mississippi told you, like, hey, you know, I'm getting abused and I want to have my kids over here, you know, don't tell older sis. But you know, watch out. If it was to go to that level of the white man coming over and taking the kids, why didn't the younger sister step up and be like, hey, look here, you know, sister told me not to tell you, but she be getting abused and the kids getting abused. That's why she got the kids over here with us. Like, you should have stepped up. Now you're sitting there looking fucking dumb. And Mississippi still didn't say anything to her sister. She did like, this man is abusing me and the kids. Why did you? Everybody was sitting there looking fucking dumb. I was like, what? I was so over it. Oh, after Mississippi realizes, hey, you know, my kids ain't here, I might as well go where the kids are. So she heads back home to the white man, and when she busts in, child, there is the police and Department of Child Services in the house. And I was like, oof. Because before they could even get the scene up and rolling, I just knew it was about to be some shit. Once Mississippi is in the house, they're discussing with the police and Department of Child Services how a case has been brought against her because she brought the kids into the hospital the other day and they had bruises up and down their body. So at this point, I guess the police and whatever came over to the home while he was just there, and of course he's going to point finger at Mississippi. At this point, the dialogue from what the actual cop and Department of Child Services people are saying, it begins to fade into another, you're not worthy, you're not a horrible parent, you're a horrible parent, and stuff like that. I can't remember what was said, but that's what Mississippi was hearing in her head. So baby, this bitch starts to lose her mind. She starts to scream at the white man, and she goes and starts to tear that ass up on the couch. This is the first time I have seen Mississippi be violent, and this just takes me back to Murder Night, first season. She should have just let that man get shot. Because, like, bitch, now he's gonna have you in jail without the kids. All of this chaos. All of this motherfucking chaos. If you would have let my baby daddy shoot him last season, he wouldn't have made it to the second. At this point, she flips us on this couch. She is fighting. She is beating him. And before she knows it, she is thrown onto the ground and she's in handcuffs. And the white man is literally just staring over her thing with a little evil smirk on his motherfucking face. And I was just thinking the whole time, I said, this is how white men do you. Then this how not even white men, white people would do you. Let me tell you something, bitch. I'm not a racist, but I'm honest, okay? I'm a very honest bitch. And that's how they would motherfucking do you. I was so like over it. So she ended up getting transported to the jail. This is my question. I didn't hear nobody on Twitter talking about it, nobody on Instagram, nowhere on Snapchat, nowhere. What happened to all the money that was in her car? Cause did he go snooping in the car? Did he not go snooping in the car? Like, what happened to the money that was in Mississippi car? Do anybody know what happened to the money in Mississippi car? Cause nobody is talking about the money that was in Mississippi car. It was a lot of money in that Mississippi car. Let me tell you something. Uncle Clifford need to get his hands on that money in the car, or somebody. Maybe she gonna use that money to get bailed out season 3, but I don't even know if it's gonna be a season 3. Like I told y'all in the beginning of the video. I don't know. That's one of the things I was kind of worked up about. Shout out to Uncle Clifford's grandmama still pushing through and living. I just knew she was dead. Maybe she had something to film these last 3 episodes, so they had to write her out real quick and bring her back in. But I just knew she was dead. I just knew she was dead. I said she died every show, every movie she did. I'm happy she didn't pass away. I'm very happy she did not pass away because Uncle Clifford, let me bring you more home on a personal level. Me and Uncle Clifford was seeing eye to eye about that because I love her so much, and just the thought of thinking of having to deal with losing her, Uncle Clifford was taking me there, girl. Uncle Clifford was taking me there because how I am, me and Uncle Clifford are one like where we're boss bitches, we're in your face, we're very if so what about things, but we have emotions too. He was able to open up. This is really the first time we have been able to see Uncle Clifford open up emotionally when his grandmama got sick. You know, we haven't really seen him get emotional too much on season 1 or season 2 except for this instance. So I was really, you know, bonded with Uncle Clifford on that situation because I was like, child, I don't know what I could do. I have never been through a big death, thank God. Knock on every damn thing, girl. Whew. But I was seeing eye to eye with it because I do have like anxiety about it and shit. I be trying to literally mentally prepare myself. I be like, God, let me tell you something. I know ain't none of my family members gonna die no time soon. I probably got like 27 years before anybody pass away. But prepare me, Jesus. Prepare me. Literally, like all jokes aside, literally, I be like, God, because I know how my mental is. I be like, Jesus, prepare me. Prepare me, get me ready, like cover me in your blood. Like literally, that's what I say. So her mama makes it, she lives, and she has a big old party, honey. She is having this big old party because she is just that bitch. She's like, look here, we were gonna have a funeral, but now we're having a party. Okay, I made it, I lived, let me have this party. Of course, her and Uncle Clifford are tussling about the party, but you know that she's just top tier. She gets her party. Other thing I enjoyed from this episode was Mercedes finally got her daughter back. At first, when the mama came in, I was like, first of all, who gave her a governor? Let's talk about that. Like, as my mind was, it's so much went on in this one episode, child. Who the fuck gave her governor? Who the fuck? I was behooved. Behooved, not even the word. I gotta figure out a new one, bitch. I was like, what? Governor? She could barely run a church. Did y'all see the 2 people that was in her church? That was her and a camera lady. It was more people on her live than in the church. I was like, oh, child. If there's a season 3, it's about to be interesting. So, Mercedes' mom comes in. They have this kind of, you know, tit for tat conversation. And then they end up talking about her daughter. And her daughter walks in and Mercedes' mom's gives Mercedes her daughter. She's like, look here, I already raised mine. And I really enjoyed it. That is the first time I have actually enjoyed Mercedes' mom being anywhere on the fucking screen, bitch. I usually don't live for her. Every time they cut to her in her scene, my eyes gets rolling out of my fucking head. That scene really touched me. It really brought me, like, it warmed my heart to see Mercedes get her baby back because I knew that's all she wanted. Like, literally, that's was all she been crying about both seasons, child. It's getting her child back and stop scripting. And baby, it looked like she done both. So after that, I hope I'm telling everything in order the best I can, child. I literally just got a couple notes. Okay, so let's talk about Autumn. Autumn has been my love-hate bitch since season 1 because season 1, I loved her. I absolutely loved her. I absolutely loved her. I understand. Well, I'm not gonna say I understood her story because they never really went into full detail on her story, but I understand her story. I understand her struggle, and I was like, come on, girl, fight. But then I stopped liking her because I seen the bitch run away went and almost left Mercedes for dead in the red room. But then she came back. And I was like, whoa. Then she went and bought the club. So I was like, okay, she has a heart. Girl, season 2 came and shook shit up for me. I said, what the fuck is this? As you guys know, Autumn has been a bitch this season. Autumn has been a bitch. Nobody's liked her. Nobody's lived for her. Like, no. Like, nothing has gave at all. Like, I mean, even on the nice little things she did for Mississippi, you know, getting Mississippi set up and everything. But if you was really helping Mississippi, you should have been watching her kids and they wouldn't have been in the predicament they was in. Anyways, so Uncle Clifford, he hands Autumn a check and say, look here, bitch, I done been through hell and high water, bitch. You gotta go. You gotta motherfucking go, because you know she was trying to sell the club to the white people, child. She was trying to sell the club to the white people because they needed that area because of where the water is. But Uncle Clifford, let me tell you something. That bitch is like, madam, shout out to all Queens men. That bitch is always 17 steps ahead of you. Very much that. 17 steps ahead of you. He went and told the people and made a deal and got money of himself. Said, look here, y'all can make a scream and do this, da-da-da-da. In the same check he got from the white people, he gave it to Autumn and said, here's your 250, bitch. That's what you bought for the club. You can have that and go on about your fucking business. Of course, Autumn, being the bitch she is, she wasn't for it. She was not, look here, baby. She said, look here, I need interest. I need interest, and I need it now. Uncle was like, you ain't gonna get no interest. The only thing you gonna get is death. They pinned the camera to the left, and like, it's two bitches waiting on her, girl. I can't think of the two characters' name, but one of them, my baby daddy. She is upset, but of course, she was not going to get no check signed, child, because they were ready to kill her ass. So they got her the fuck on up out of there. So I don't remember what scene was after that, but I do know is later on in the episode, baby, Uncle Clifford's personal assistant, security man, whatever his name is, shout. He walks up to Uncle Clifford like, look here, baby, we gotta go see this. Look at this, look at this. And they go back and see that the count is overdue and this bitch just stole $24,000. My mouth hit the floor. I said, she's back at her roots. She's back in her roots. She's back in her roots. I was like, oh, she's back in her motherfucking roots. So I was so like behooved. Behooved is the word of the goddamn episode, honey. And I was like, what the fuck? So they end up cutting to a shot where she, I don't know where the fuck was Autumn. It looked like the bitch is in Japan. I don't know where the fuck she was, bitch, but she was walking with that big ass trash bag, and it can't be New York because her ass would have got tackled with a big ass trash bag because it looked like money in there, smells like money in there. Like, she would have got tackled. So it had to be Japan. It wasn't New York. I don't know where she was, girl. It's a lot not finished with Autumn. And I'm gonna like, what? Like I said earlier in the video, you guys, is this a series finale or a season finale? Because Autumn has announced, I can't think of the actual actor's name. I'm so sorry. Can't remember her name. But she announced that she would not be returning for season 3 of P-Valley. She felt like Autumn's journey is done. Maybe she was offered a bigger check in a different job, child. But there was a lot not done. For her to be saying she's done, there's a lot that's unfinished. Like, bitch, you're pregnant. You have over $300,000 stolen. You ain't seen Mississippi out to leave. That bitch is in jail. You don't even know. Like, there's so much going on in Autumn's one only storyline. I didn't even bring up the nigga that she fucking, and now he got his wife back in town, and they look like they want to be the mayor and Miss Mayor, but they ain't even got it because the bitch who owned the church that don't nobody be in got the mayorness. Like, it's so much going on with Autumn's storyline, and she has ties with every character in the show. I'm like, how can she, who, what? Maybe I could see, like, let me tell you something. I don't want to go nowhere because I love Mercedes, but I could see if Mercedes was like, look here, I can't bring any more to the show. There's nowhere I can think my storyline would go. Like, if Mercedes was to say that, I was like, I'd be like, okay, I get you a bit, but bitch, don't leave, because you know she had her last dance, she has her child now. What else can happen to Mercedes? I don't know. But I don't want to see Mercedes leave the show, and I didn't want to see Autumn leave the show. I don't know where next season will take me, because there's a lot of storylines that have came to a close. It wasn't too much of a cliffhanger this season. Like, literally, my baby daddy, he got thrown in the trunk of the car, and this was really it. And of course, Autumn leaving. But since she's announced off the show that she's not going to come back, I'm thinking like, okay, where could they take season 3? That's why I was asking, like, is this a series finale? But anyways, you guys, that's just my rumble and rant about P-Valley season 2, child. From a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this season an 8. I would give this season an 8, and I would give last season a 10. The only reason I'm giving this season an 8 is because there's so many storylines that went unfinished, and certain things and certain imagery that we never seen more of. Like, if you guys remember when they first started to open this season up, we were seeing a lot of the man they had killed the first season, but that never went, like, they never went into details. I was thinking, you know, he was gonna be in the walls hunting somebody. Girl, that man was just popping up every now and then and no other explanation was given. So that's why I was like, oh, it's a lot. It was a lot going on this season, and I love a chaotic show, but I love chaotic and get to the point and finish the story time and don't leave me wondering. There's a lot of things I was left wondering about this season, child. Hopefully they do a season 3. I see it for a season 3, and also I don't see a season 3. Like, I'm 50-50. I totally want a season 3, but they haven't said anything about a season 3. Then Autumn's leaving the show, and then they was killing everybody off like fucking fire. So I was like, I don't know about a season 3. I hope they give us a season 3, but I don't know if they're gonna give us a season 3, honey. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in a different video. Bye.